Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Archangel853 here, and today I have another comparison video for you guys. And this is all about Airsoft versus Paintball. Two rival sports have been going at it for some time now, and I plan to settle it once and for all. Before I get started, I just want to let you know that everything in this video is my opinion, and if you disagree, well, you know, you disagree. We all are entitled to our opinion, and that's okay. We'll be a pretty boring place if we all agreed on everything. Well, actually be a pretty peaceful place, but that's beside the point. Anyway, also, there will be 5 categories, and you earn a point by winning the category. It's fun factor, cost, realism, gun function / reliability, and range / accuracy. I also want to make a little note to you guys that I have played both sports. I know what's what, so let's get started. With fun factor. The fun factor for me in Airsoft is just how realistic everything is, and the fact how long the games last when you go to an event. The games will last all day. It's very realistic. You feel like you're really out there fighting a war. Well, I wouldn't say like fighting a real war, but you feel like you're out there. And it's just all really good fun, you know? You feel really tactical. You feel like an elite commando and all that good stuff. It's really realistic. The guns function realistically. I'll get into more into that in the functionality part of the whole thing. But yeah, it's definitely very fun. And you can't run around and run and gun and stuff like that. You will get shot. On the other hand, paintball is very much a run and gun kind of sport. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep moving. You're bunkering. You're snap shooting. You're doing all this stuff. It's really fast paced. So they're both really fun. And to tell you the truth, I'd have fun playing both sports. And really, you know what? Just to be fair, I'm gonna give a point to both. So it's 1 for 1. Because they're both really fun in their own ways. And really, you can't. That's a part of your opinion. I think they're both fun in their own ways. So, 1 for 1. Alright, so it's a tie. Let's see what the tiebreaker is in cost. We'll start with the ammunition first, and then we'll go to the power of the gun, and then the guns themselves. So, first of all, the cost of BBs, which are what Airsoft guns use, are around, I don't know, $15 to $20 for 5,000 BBs, which is pretty cheap. That's less than pennies for 1 BB. And then, on the other hand, paintball will cost you around a little bit maybe lower than 30 up to $40 for a case of 2,000, which is pretty ridiculous if you ask me. So far Airsoft has the lead in this for the cost, for most bang for your buck. Secondly is the way the gun is powered. Now, primarily Airsoft guns are powered by batteries, but they can also be powered by gas and by spring, but we'll just stick with batteries for now. Batteries can be recharged. They don't cost anything unless you're paying the electric bill. But I'm not, so it doesn't cost anything for me to recharge my battery. On the other hand, with paintball, if you're using air or CO2, you have to pay to get that air or CO2. So then again, that is more expensive. So let's see if paintball can redeem itself in the gun itself. Well, here it's pretty much a tie. If you buy a $300 Airsoft gun, you're pretty much going to get the same amount of quality you would in a $300 paintball gun. So, but really, the winner for the most bang for your buck is definitely Airsoft. So right now the score is 2 for 1, 2 being Airsoft, 1 being paintball. Alright, let's go to realism. I'm going to say it right now. Most paintballers will defeat to this one. Airsoft is by far way more realistic than paintball ever is. I'll grant it to you guys, you've got some guns that look kinda realistic, but not nearly on the level that Airsoft guns are. I mean, they function like the real thing. Some of them have bolt catchers, they look like the real thing. They load through a magazine, whereas paintball loads through a hopper. Paintball guns can look cool, but they don't look realistic. And in paintball, you end up wearing jerseys or jumpsuits, whatever, a lot. And in Airsoft, you're wearing actual tactical vests and BDUs and stuff like that. The tactics are a lot more realistic in Airsoft. So realism, it's not really paintball's claim to fame, but I'm gonna have to give the point to Airsoft here. So it's 3 for 1 right now. Alright, let's see. Next one is gun function / reliability. Well, both sports claims have the upper hand here, and I'll tell you from experience which one is actually better. First, let's get to the function on how each gun works. Basically, in a nutshell, I'll give you the rundown on how an Airsoft gun works. A battery plugs into a wire, which sends an electrical current, but you pull the trigger and it pushes a plate, which completes the current, which turns the motor, which the motor turns some gears. The gears pull back a spring, and then once the spring is pulled back all the way, it releases, and on the outside of the spring, there's a piston which pushes air out through a nozzle and hits and makes a BB come out of the and pushes a BB out of the barrel using air, hence the name airsoft. And that's how an airsoft gun works. And paintball, basically, when you pull the trigger, it pulls back the bolt, and when the bolt falls back, a paintball slides in, bolt flies forward using the air or CO2 and pushes the paintball out. So it's kind of similar in the functioning, kind of. Airsoft does have some more moving parts than a paintball gun, I think. And as far as the reliability goes, though, which is basically what this whole thing is about, really, you can't really say. It depends on what you're getting, what you're buying. You can't really say. So I'm going to give a point to both because they're both pretty reliable. I mean, in my opinion, I think Airsoft is more reliable, but you can't really prove that. So I'll give a point to both. So it's 4 and 2 right now, I believe. So yeah, 4 for 2 right now. And the last category I have is range/accuracy. All right, so let's see how an airsoft gun gets its range and accuracy. What happens with an airsoft gun is when the BB comes out flying through the barrel, it passes through the hop-up. And the hop-up, what it has is a little nub that sticks through the top of the hop-up unit. And what it does is it just touches the BB ever so slightly, so it gets upward spin. That upward spin creates more momentum, and the BB comes out straighter and goes farther. So it gets really good range and really good accuracy if you've got a long enough barrel and a good enough hop-up unit. Paintball, on the other hand, basically your accuracy is dictated by the length of your barrel. There's no real hop-up unit inside a paintball gun. And paintball guns are really shooting around 200-something FPS, and airsoft guns are shooting around 400. So definitely I have to give this to Airsoft. Airsoft has way better range and accuracy than a paintball gun does. It has more systems in place than a paintball gun does to keep the ball going straight for longer. So the score is 5 for 2, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, Airsoft, in my opinion, is a better sport than paintball, and I gave you my reasons why. And you know what? If you disagree, that's great. You know, we all have our own opinions, but I really do think that Airsoft is a better sport than paintball. But you know what? Whatever. All right, so that's all for now. If you guys have anything to say it in the comments section. Just don't be a dick about it. You know what I'm saying? But got anything to say? I'd like to see some great conversations going down in the comments section. So all right, I'll see you guys later. Peace.